Still waiting this fucking press conference. I fucking can't. Nah, but I'm gonna try to maintain. Just maintain it right now, guys. I'm trying to do the same. Give me 1 second. In the machine. He's walking around right now like he's...
Are you talking to yourself? Huh?
Hold on, Joe.
Are you talking to me, yourself, the dog? Who are you talking to? Are you on a podcast?
I was live.
You were live on what?
Like, I'm live now. I'm waiting for this shit to pop up and it's not popped up yet.
So they can hear everything you're saying?
No, the mic is muted right now.
Brody, you gotta get it together, okay? Here.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Oh, man. Appreciate you, Eric. Much appreciated, kid. And thank you to everybody in here as well, man. Thank you, guys. Just waiting for this shit to pop up still. We're still over here waiting with our thumbs in our asses, but it is what it is. I don't know why the hell this shit is so dragged out right now. We're already supposed to start almost an hour ago. I just realized that we don't even have the multi-stream up. So whoever's on Twitch or whatever, just go over to YouTube because I'm not getting everybody's, obviously. Facebook, Facebook, Twitch. The only ones that are in here right now are YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The support definitely means a lot, guys, and this shit is... Appreciate y'all. We'll see where we're at right now. I think we're probably a little bit closer, probably not close enough. 2966, so we're 34 away. 34 away. I'm kind of under the belief that they probably are doing this deal with Carr right this second, and they're going to try to have both of them out at the same time. He said Mark Davis's check bounced. Y'all bugging. You're still a little turned up, and this is normally the after effects. Like, you're probably gonna end up hearing the really loud barking and everything for a while, and it begins. Like, I wanted to try to get this going while this press conference starts. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with now. Stop. I can't even tell you to stop because this is how you get, and this is gonna last another few hours. Titan, relax. Please, relax. Loader Theaters, welcome. Thank you for becoming a new sub, man. Thank you. Yeah, he's still a little shaken up because I'm trying to pet him and he's bugging out. He doesn't want to be bothered. Titan, like, this is my motherfucking show. There you go. The only house, Hammers.House and Titan's house. Titan, please. He is really turned the fuck up, and this shit's gonna last like 3-4 hours, and this is where I struggle. Because I try to pet him, and he starts fucking running. This is the thing that fucking hurt. This is the thing that hurts me more than anything else. He doesn't want. He won't even let me touch him. Stop. He had a seizure a little while ago. And this is the results afterwards. T-Wave, that's fucking terrible. T-Wave, that's fucking terrible that's what happened. Like, I'm not even getting into that. Whatever. He's trying to tell me what happened. Omnicron, I tried, and he doesn't want to be bothered. So now he's getting his water. Hopefully, he calms a little bit. I don't know. He's been having these shits since he turned 4 in August, and he had one early this morning. He's on meds and everything, but they just happen. It fucking sucks. Fuck, man. And me trying to keep it together right now is just... Here we go. Here we go.
When did this become more of a wish and more of a reality in this process? It started to become more of a reality, I think, as we got after the season. Obviously, it was something that we didn't even entertain during the season because we both had to focus on trying to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, that was number one. But once we wrapped up the season, started communicating a little bit. Still didn't really fully dive into it because we kind of wanted to decompress from the season, allow each other to, put our thinking caps on a little bit and see where we were. And then, as things progress a little bit more, obviously we communicate, multiple times a week as it is, aside from even trying to team up. So once we got to a point where it was something that could be realistic now, it's not just a thought. We started trying to put a little bit of a plan together, and obviously I was still going back with Green Bay at that point, and still weighing my options. But I think we got to a point where I felt like it was a good move for us. And
can you guys hear it?
Traded, so it wasn't just strictly on us, but from I grew up in East Palo Alto, so I was a Raiders fan my whole life. So it is a dream to be a Raider, man. So it's a dream come true. In the third grade yearbook, I said I wanted to be an NFL star or an NBA star, and I was wearing a Charles Woodson jersey at the time. So it's been documented forever. So I guess you could say it's meant to be. It's not always the case where professional athletes have control of their future, but when a little bit of a door opened up where you could look beyond just Green Bay, was it kind of thing where you wanted to seize the moment and make sure it did happen, or did this just kind of happen as a pleasant surprise? Well, it was a pleasant surprise. I found out kind of the same way you did.
Guys, I'm gonna run this. I'll be back. I'm gonna walk it again.
Official thing to where I could at least let my family know and stuff like that. But it is what it is. It just kind of went with the punches. But it was really an idea up until it was done, because it's never easy to make that happen. You see it in the NBA all the time. Guys make it happen. Get where they want to be. Any type of way they got to do it. But for us, it was something that we obviously it's crazy for the fans. For Fresno State, crazy for the Raider fans. All of California, and obviously the people that support us individually too. So something that we were definitely looking forward to potentially doing down the road. But obviously, me playing in Green Bay, great situation. Having greatest quarterback to play the game. That's a dream in itself. So I'll never take anything away from anything Green Bay gave me or Aaron gave me. It was an amazing opportunity to work over there and do what I did for almost a decade. But things change sometimes. It's not the first time that an impactful player to an organization had to leave. I feel like it worked out for both sides ultimately.
On that Green Bay note, what would you say was the turning point, if there was one, where you began to even consider playing somewhere else besides Green Bay?
The turning point was really when I had to sit down and figure out what was best for me and my family. It wasn't just the teaming up with Derek. It wasn't something that we, like I said, we didn't scheme this all season or whatever. We just kind of checked in on each other football wise. The rest, we check in on each other all the time about family and the real stuff. But as far as football and getting together, you're not being a great teammate to your current organization if that's all you're worried about. He had to worry about getting the ball to Hunter and Darren and those guys and being a great teammate over here. And I had to do what I could to try to get to a Super Bowl. And obviously that didn't happen for either of us. So once we got to the point where it was real, we started entertaining it. But yeah, ultimately it was just for my family situation. You know, I got another baby on the way, so you know, quality of life obviously is another piece of it that means a lot to me. And you know, I have a lot of family in you know, in California that's never been to see me play before. Grandparents. My grandmother wasn't doing well; she was in the hospital recently, so just kind of reflecting and thinking about life things and stuff that really matters in this world. That's stuff that matters to me. You know, that's stuff that's weighing on my mind when there's a decision to be made. You know, do I want to be able to go through my whole career without having either of my grandparents, you know, on either side, see me play? And I didn't like that. So obviously being in Vegas, it gives them a much better opportunity. My dad drives everywhere, so to be able to make that happen, it's a little harder to drive to Green Bay. So yeah, man, it's a dream come true to be able to do this thing and ultimately get it done. So I'm happy with where we are.
Devante, Hondo Carpenter, I'm curious, with growing up a Raider fan, Derek's your best friend. When you walked in that locker room for the first time, saw the jersey, standing there with Derek, can you take us in what emotions you were feeling through?
Well, Derek wasn't there when I walked in the locker room, nor was my jersey. So I didn't see either one yet. I saw my jersey today, and I was happy to see that. But it was a lot of emotion. First of all, I walked in, and when I first walked in, I had to run back out because I didn't have my phone. You know, you got to record everything now, so I had to grab my phone and fake it and act like I was just walking up. My boy was recording me too, so walked up. Another piece that was bad that I wish that my wife was able to be here and my daughter as well. But she's pregnant right now, can't move around as much as what we would like. But it was crazy, man. It's everything around here is like the iPhone 15. It's like it's just futuristic. The facility looked like a spaceship. I mean, it's just crazy. So seeing that, and then I got the chance to see the Raiderette locker room and seeing how that looked was like blew my mind too. So everything is just top tier. It's a whole nother level when you walk into this building. So blew my mind, and I'm still kind of processing it now, but it's starting to soak in a little bit more.
Devante, Raiders.com, DC is the only person you're going to be with. It's also Edgar Bennett, you guys for the Green Bay.
Yeah.
Kind of, what did you take from him in Green Bay, and how excited you worked with him again?
Well, EB was one of the first people that I saw when I walked in here when I came to sign a few days ago. And first thing I let him know, I said, man, you got to ease up on the test. That's the first thing I said to him, and he started dying laughing because EB was one of the guys that, I mean, he has a lot to do with who I am today, just from the mental aspect of approaching the game. Because, I mean, this man used to put together some of the most impossible wide receiver tests to pass ever. I mean, it was almost like he was being set up. It wasn't fun. But when I look back on it now, the way I look at the game, the way I can dissect the game, knowing coverages and things like that, EB had a lot to do with that. So it's a great feeling being able to get him back. He looks great too. Lost a lot of weight, and so I was happy for him, man. He's a big piece of who I am.
Devante, Sam Ward, Las Vegas Review-Journal, coming over from the NFC North. What's it like to be a part of the AFC West now, a division that, as of this offseason, has a lot of juice?
Oh yeah, this the best division in football right now, and I mean it'd be hard not to say that even if I was still in Green Bay right now. Honestly, it's loaded. It's not gonna be easy, but it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. I'm always looking for a challenge. So you know, the Chargers added a few more pieces. Obviously, we stacked over here, so it's exciting to see what's ahead, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Give yourself a little bit of time to think about Darren Waller and punching around for the Josh Jacobs, the kind of talent that you're going to be playing. Obviously, Derek Carr as well.
Yeah.
And what you guys, how far you guys can put this out there?
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I've been I just put it on my story last night. I was looking at some film and looking at some highlights and just seeing some of the guys that I'm gonna be surrounded with now. Hunter, I mean, people tell me how much I can, you know, teach him. I'm like, he might be able to teach me a few things, man. He's a young player, but he's definitely a seasoned. And everything I've heard from all these guys around here has been amazing from Derek too. So nothing good things ahead.
Devante Case from Las Vegas Time. I know you played in Las Vegas once in college, but it's really exploded as a sports city since then. I know you haven't been around much, but what have been your impressions of Las Vegas? And second part, I guess you're kind of immediately one of the faces of sports in Las Vegas now. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what it means to me, but I mean, it's obviously it's an honor to be in a place like this where you're surrounded by a lot of good players just on this team. Let alone, you got the Knights, I believe. It's a bunch of organizations out here now, so it's a lot more crowded sports wise than what Green Bay was. I think we had just the Packers out there, but it's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. Just driving up and down, seeing just the difference in the city of Las Vegas versus Green Bay. It's like going from East Palo Alto then going to Green Bay. It's switching it up in that way. So a little bit of a culture shock in reverse, I guess, but looking forward to it. Endless opportunities out here, and definitely looking forward to taking advantage of all of it.
From a football perspective, you and Darren Waller, two players that typically defenses try to double team, and obviously it's a little bit tougher to do that, both of them on the field together.
Right.
Obviously, you are putting up numbers, but you can make kind of open up the game and make things easy to do it, make it happen more than one opportunity.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll play both ways. It'll definitely help me. I mean, you can kind of pick your poison. I was just talking to Josh. I said, you kind of run into the situation where that the Chiefs have now. It's like, who you gonna double? You gonna double Tyreek? Well, 200 going to Kelsey. You want to double Kelsey, then you already know how that's going to go on Tyreek's end. So pick your poison, and it'll be anybody's day. I'm a secure wide receiver, so at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I told Derek, don't feel any pressure to force me the ball, nothing. We don't have to try to please the media, please anybody. Let's just go out there and do this thing like how we did before. I mean, put together a pretty good resume in college together. This ain't college, but we still got that connection, so looking forward to putting it on display.
Well, on that note, how quickly do you think you and Derek will pick up where you left off?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we've been training together every offseason up until you guys moved out here. So it's been like 2 years that we, haven't, 2 off seasons that we haven't gotten to at least throw, for 3-4 months. So hopefully, I don't want to make any promises. I'm sure we'll pick up where we left off pretty quick, but yeah, we've got two guys that work really hard. Makes it a lot easier.
Devante, you talked about wearing a Charles Woodson jersey in your 3rd grade yearbook picture. Was there a Raider player in particular that you looked up to, wide receiver or otherwise, that kind of you wanted to mold yourself after in the early years?
Well, yeah, I mean, many. Obviously, there's a couple of guys that stopped through here later in their career. Randy and Jerry, who they didn't necessarily establish themselves in the league while being with the Raiders, but those are 2 guys who I obviously watched for. I mean, those are some of the founding fathers for me. And obviously, I mean, it was more than just receivers. It was obviously C. Wood, Tim Brown was a big inspiration. My whole family was Raider fans, so I knew a lot about the history, since I was young too. So just growing up, honestly, all Raiders, anything Raiders was what I was about. I had Tim Brown jersey, C. Wood. Those got wore until the numbers fell off, but Rich Gannon, I mean, everything. So I'm just looking forward to coming in and trying to, leave my footprint as well as I can.
Devante, since broke on Thursday, besides Derek, have any of the guys reached out, and what would have been the overall message, or has there been a conversation with one of the guys that maybe has stuck out to you?
Well, I got a couple bodyguards now. I don't know if y'all know. Max and Chandler said if I need a bodyguard, they got me on the way in. So they sent Bob out for me. So I told them they can take the week off. But a couple of the guys reached out on social media. Hunter texted me as well. So got some good some guys reaching out, and I'm sure it'll continue to happen. They know. I mean, I got like 250 text messages I haven't even responded to yet or haven't seen yet. So still kind of combing through that right now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting all the guys.
Just a month, the NFL draft will be here in Las Vegas. Do you have a memory from your draft day in 2014, anything that sticks out to you?
I do, yeah. We had a full camera crew at the house, and I remember having all my people there just kind of chilling, waiting on the call day one, because kind of expected that. I mean, it was cocky, but a little bit, I guess you could say, but they wouldn't have just sent the cameras there if they didn't believe it too. But we were all kind of chilling at the house, and it's one of the weirdest / worst feelings I've had, and most embarrassed feelings I've had, even though it's for the NFL draft. So at the end of the day, it's a great thing to look forward to either way, but didn't get picked, so everybody had to come back the next day. We all wore black, and that was that was the funeral for everybody that didn't pick me. So I like to think I made a decent impact, and made a couple of the teams pay that didn't pick me up. But that's the most vivid memory I have. Other than my girlfriend at the time, I guess she kissed me a little too long, and my mom almost pulled her off of me. So that's probably the other thing. But other than that, that's really what's sad with me.
What was that driven in your career?
I mean, it did for a while, but then you get to a point where you find much more meaningful motivation than stuff like that. At this point, my motivation is my kids, my family, my legacy, stuff like that. I wanna make sure everybody. I want a uniform feeling that Davante Adams is, ultimately going to be a legend, or going to be a legend, or when they look back on it, he was a legend. So that's what I'm looking about doing. And you gotta win a lot to do that, and you gotta go out there and stack a pretty decent resume. So I'm still going.
Hondo, Willie,
Devante, you had mentioned in other off seasons about Derek and your respect for him. You just said you like the guy who may be one of the best quarterbacks of all time to play with Derek. What is it about Derek's game that you enjoy playing with him?
I think a lot of it is just us knowing, having, and it's been years obviously since we played, a lot of years, but dating back to when we played before, the mentality of him, just the trust level between he and I, and that mixed with, and obviously Aaron, we had an amazing trust level as well. So I'm not slighting Aaron, trusting me at all there, but that's one of the things that I really loved about Derek, is that he trusted me to throw the ball up. He'll he trusts my football acumen, whatever it was, just trusting that I knew what I was doing and what I was talking about at all times. So that helped a lot. Obviously, he's an amazing arm talent. His confidence is through the roof, and I think a part of that helped establish that is throwing the guys like myself, Josh Harper, Isaiah Burst, Marcel Jensen, all those guys. We were the go-to guys at Fresno, and we gave them a reason to trust us. So that with the gunslinger mentality, that's what I'm all about. Because I'm a volume receiver. I want to see as many footballs as I can, and I don't think we'll have a problem with that over here.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press, you brought up Tim Brown. I was going to talk to him yesterday, and he said right when the announcement came out, he got a text message from his buddy that said, "Say goodbye to all your Raiders records." When you hear something like that and look it up to him, number one, did he reach out to you? Number two, it's got to make you feel good, because he said if there's one person he doesn't mind losing records to, it's you.
That means a lot. No, I haven't had the chance to speak to Tim yet, or Mr. Brown, I should say. But I would love to. So if at any point he wanted to, I don't know if he's going to see this, but would love to talk to him at some point. I can't promise that I'm going to leave those records alone, because I'm definitely looking for that. But the best thing, the thing that I attribute all my success to, is just living in the moment, and playing each game is really corny and really basic. But when in college I did well. I got to the league, but I didn't even think about the league. I just went and played, had fun, took every game, one by one, and just thought about stacking it up. It was a one-game season every time. They talk about how long the season is. Season ain't that long. I don't believe that. I think the season's pretty short, honestly. 17 opportunities for all the work you put in all year. It's not that long of a season. So for me, I attack it. I'm in the business of maximizing everything I do. So definitely looking forward to, like I said, leaving my footprint, doing everything I can to hopefully allow this team to win a lot of games.
Two-part question. Talk about the impact Keith Williams had on you developing your craft and perfecting it, and then coming out of your second year. You had a trying second year, a lot of ups and downs. Talk about how that molded you into the receiver you are today.
Yeah, well, I mean, those kind of go hand in hand. Keep it real with you. Keith, Coach Dub, I had two offers coming out: San Diego State, Fresno State, and my grades weren't where they should have been when I was offered, and they really took a chance on me, because I had to pick it up my last 2 years, because I didn't play football till my junior year. So my junior and senior year in high school, I had to really dig deep, and I took like 8 classes my last year there, while people were taking 4, already knowing where they're going to school. So he was one of the ones that was there supporting my mom. She's crying like, I just really want my son to make it. He didn't apply himself. He's incredibly smart, but he was not applying himself first 2 years in high school. I love telling this story, because it's good for people to hear, for the young people to hear, to know that it's never too late. especially if you have a great support system like what I do, and having Keith, there in my corner and pushing me, making sure that, I was, like I said, maximizing everything that I could do. That's the only reason that I'm sitting in this chair right now, honestly. I don't know what would have happened if not. Got all of the talent and, the smarts and all of that, but I think I met somebody who could really reach that and pull that out of me. And, like I said, I owe a lot to him, and he knows where we stand on that. In that second year, obviously, it did a lot for me because I knew the type of player that I was, but I just had to, I had to prove it to myself by staying healthy. And, I dealt with a lot of injuries and couldn't really use it at the time because to you guys, that's an excuse when you're in it. You can, in hindsight, talk about it, and that's kind of, where we are now. But I wouldn't change it for the world because I feel like it made me bulletproof at this point. Like, there's nothing anybody can say, do, a rumor, whatever. Like, the way I attack my life is almost different because of that. I just, I'm calloused at this point. So, I drop the ball on the field. It's just about something that just happened. It's not gonna, there's not gonna be any residual effect because of it. I'm not gonna get down on myself because of it. It's just like if I was at a workout and, I dropped the ball, you're just gonna get back on the line and run it again. Not gonna let it tear you up mentally and become something that's bigger than what it is. And I mean, that's where I am now. And that's why I'm able to have the success I can, because my confidence level is really high. Really, really humble guy, but I know who I am as a player, and what I've been through, it can't be worse than that, as far as the social media and all of that. Like, I was scared to get on social media. I didn't know if I was going to be on the team the next year, all of that. So to be able to come back after having one touchdown in the second half of the last game of the season to having 12 touchdowns the next year, and then you know what happened after that. So yeah, like I said, I'm callous at this point, so it kind of made me the man I am.
Three more to Sean, Passy, and Anthony. Davante, in recent years, you said a few times that you deserve to be the highest paid receiver in the league. What's amazing for you to check that box, not just for saying that, but also.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a blessing. It's funny you say that because this is like one of the, not the first times, but more of the stuff has been surrounding the fact that I'm on the Raiders now. Everybody's saying congrats on being on the Raiders. Congrats on $140 million. It's been congrats. You get to play for a team you grew up loving. It's a great situation for you. I'm glad that you got you're happy and all of that stuff. So it's like one of the first time I'm actually getting to that, and I mean, it's a blessing. Obviously, I've already made a lot of money, but to have this type of security, get to a place that it's almost like leaving high school, going to college again. You're a kid in a candy store, and to be a place where they're happy to have you and give you all that money. I mean, it's just a bonus. But money doesn't buy happiness, but it you can buy you a nice house and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Obviously, Raider Nation lost their minds when the news came out. What is your message to them?
Raider Nation, I'm here. It's real. I've been seeing some of the reactions. I saw some live reactions from a couple people, a couple local podcasts and stuff like that, some video podcasts where people were reporting some Raider stuff, and then I saw one of the guys saw it on there. Just seeing, me and my buddy were watching it yesterday, seeing that, they probably think that I would see it and not care, but that stuff means a lot, just seeing how people react to that type of stuff, because obviously I'm excited. I know the team is excited, but to see the community and the rest of the world. I was out golfing yesterday, and there's some Raider fans on the course, and they're just losing it. Like, different than if it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. They see me, for the Packers, and they're excited, but being back home, and a lot of people in Cali are obviously Raider fans as well. So it's real. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get to work, and we're gonna do this stuff.
Devante, Anthony, the press gonna be. It's been about 9 years since you and Derek were teammates at Florida State. Have you thought about what week one could look like for you two being teammates for the first time in 9 years?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm hoping it's fireworks, but we're gonna do whatever it takes to get some wins, man. That's what's most important. The numbers are gonna come, and touchdowns and all that. I think we've established that we know what we're doing. Apart from each other, let alone when we get together. So we're both excited and ready to get to work. Derek's been bothering me to throw every day. I'm like, look, man, I got signed. I got to do all this stuff. Get some of the logistics taken care of. Make sure my wife not in too much pain. But yeah, we already ready to get to work and start building on that connection that we built over a decade ago.
Thank you, Devante. Thank you, everyone. Good. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
Alright, let me get this back over here. We're gonna make the correct adjustments. But yeah, guys, it's official. Devante is a Raider. We just heard the presser. Guys, I'm sorry that, you know what, life happens. It's the best way I could put it right now. Life happens. He's good. This is normally the after effects. He gets a little turned up. He gets a little crazy, but he's good. I appreciate you guys just sticking around and sticking it out with me. Like I fucking love you guys. I really do. And guys, thank you. I definitely think he was referring to Docs. He might have been referring to the Four Horsemen, but it's good to know. And now I may want to be a little more careful with shit that I say. They're watching, man. They're absolutely watching us, man. So yeah, shout out to my brothers. Shout out to the Four Horsemen. Shout out to Doc. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Wasted. Shout out to SC. Shout out to Dirty Raider. Shout out to Sultan Mir. Shout out to Raider Gabe. Shout out to, who am I missing? Shout out to Simone Raider. Shout out to Raider Cody. Shout out to Thor. I'm probably missing people, but I appreciate you guys, and your work does not go unseen, obviously. So much respect to each and every single one of you guys. Much love to each and every single one of you guys. Shout out to the whole Raider Nation. Thank you to each and every single one of you that's in here right now. Thank you guys that were in here for the first couple of hours that we were on until, I had to handle family business. But I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. Thank you. Let's see where we're at. I don't think there's much to say after hearing what you guys heard. We have 134 people in the chat right now. I'm glad you guys came back up. I'm looking right now, man. I'm just looking at the chat. Thank you guys. Like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna lose it. Let me see where we're at here. I tried to fix this shit and it didn't even fucking work like how it was supposed to, whatever. We're at 2968, so we are 32 away from 3K. I thought we were going to be able to hit that, but I guess not, man. I apologize, man. I wanted you guys to listen. I wanted you guys to hear what was going on. I didn't want to talk over it. I didn't want to interrupt anything. Hold on one sec. Is this the chat that we're... Yeah. All good, Hammer the Nation will still ride for you. Appreciate you, Problem. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated, bro. I don't think there were any others in this live that I missed. I think we're good for the time being, man. Yo, this shit is real, man. This shit is real, and we are... Was it 37, I think, if I remember correctly? 37 days out, man. 37 days out from Vegas. 37 days out from the draft. I cannot fucking wait, man. I cannot wait. I love being part of the nation. Shit is one big family. That's a fucking fact, man. That is a fact. It's time to get to work, man. Time to get to work. You heard what DA said. Like, Carr's already been wanting to work out with him and everything. So let's go, man. Appreciate you, Albert. Appreciate you. Ride or die for Hammers.House. Appreciate you, Freddie. Hammer, are you hyped for Tay Day? I'm absolutely hyped for Tay Day. I'm extremely excited for the start of the season, really. Like, I wish it was like tomorrow. I couldn't be happier right now, man. It's just fucking amazing. Like, we're in a great spot right now. I know you guys are, we need to fix this. We need to do that. Like, we still got so much time right now. Free agency is a little over a month away. And then again, we're going to have an extra $20 million in cap space post June 1st. There's still a lot of moves that could be made, a lot of signings. There could be trades. We still have the the draft class to worry about as well. So it's a great today is a great day to be a Raider, but every day is a great day to be a Raider. So I appreciate each and every single one of you that came on in here today to hang out for the couple hours. We did a majority of it was supposed to be Talk That Shit Tuesday, and then we found out about the presser. We hung in as long as we could. I had to step away. I got back on, and of course, I guess God works in mysterious ways. We still weren't on with the presser. I was able to come back on live and give you guys the presser. So much appreciated to each and every single one of y'all. Those that are in here for the very first time, do not let it be your last time. Hit that sub button. In the description is the link for the membership program and the link for the new merchandise site that we have up and running. All my Hammers.House logos, whole bunch of different things for you guys to take a look at. We got shirts, we got hoodies, we got hats, we got bags, we got masks, we got stickers, we got baby stuff, we got little stuff for the dogs as well. So appreciate each and every single one of y'all, man. Just continue to support me the best way you can. Again, it's the 22nd of March, or about a week away from the end of the month. Super chats are still open for our fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. A majority of the proceeds from this month's super chats and everything will be going to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in honor of my brother Beantown Breakdown, who's currently battling leukemia. He is kicking the shit out of it right now, so it's definitely a great thing to hear. Alex Turner, welcome to Hammers.House. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Much appreciated. All right, so we are officially 30 away from 3K. Guys, I'm going to run, though. I want to eat and just make sure that he's continued to be okay. So guys, on your way out, please break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash a bell for all your Raiders content right here in the original house, the only house, Hammers.House. Guys, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Until next time, which will probably be tomorrow. Love you guys, and see you soon.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless. And I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive.